Hello everybody and welcome to Goldcrest Valley in Farming Simulator 22, where you'll probably notice that we haven't moved on from the last episode. We're at the same time, same place, because we were in the middle of harvesting. I can't really move it on the next day like I normally do, because we'd have to hire this harvester for an extra day, which is very expensive. So now, just to remind you, if you've been watching the series a while, we're right at the end of our second year now, and as you'll know, we were concentrating on building up land productions and animals in the first 2 years, and we've done that. There's still a few things to get, like a sugar mill, sugar refinery, but basically we're at the end of all that, and now we can sort of loosen the purse strings regarding equipment. Now, you can see we've only got $5,964 at the moment, so we can't go out buying massive harvesters at the moment. But what we can do is lease to own. So if we wanted to lease something, we already have a couple of things leased, which are, I'll show you, they are this truck, the harvester is just for today, but this telehandler as well, and a few other bits and bobs. So I should put a rule on it that we can lease like three big things, a truck, a telehandler, and maybe a tractor as well, but no more than that, otherwise the lease cost is going to get ridiculous. I think that's what I'll do. I mean, I'll use lease to own rather than have to save up the whole time. But anyway, for now I need to jump back in here, switch it on, and we've got this field to finish and the field over there, so I'll do those first. Let's just empty everything out, and then we can go and harvest the other fields we have, which are, where are we? We're here at the moment. We can harvest this field here, which these are tiny fields compared to this one. 12 and 15 need harvesting, and after that we need to go over and harvest 31, our new field. So okay, all done. I'll switch everything on and I'll put it on a fast forward, so I'll see you when it's done. So this completes the harvesting of these two fields. Now, as you probably know, once you've harvested, you can see your final precision farming score, which I'd like to see in a minute. Let's just get this all put into here. Actually, we can do it now. Let's have a look. So, for these two fields, 98% for this one and 99% for this one. Now, why isn't it 100%? I don't know. Yeah, it's a top one, which is nitrogen. It's always nitrogen. What about this one? Yeah, there's a little bit missing at the top, so that's also nitrogen. Now, the interesting fields today are these two fields, because these fields say they've got no nitrogen on them whatsoever, and I want to see what happens after they've been harvested, because this thing about having no nitrogen is absolute nonsense. They've been double fertilized, both of these fields. So I think what we should do now is take the harvester and go to our small fields and harvest them, because I'd like to see as soon as possible what the score is after harvesting, and if that thing about no nitrogen resolves itself. So I'll see you when we... Oh, I missed a bit. Yeah, I'll see you when we get back to our small fields. So the other things to do today are probably forestry, and we probably need to fill up our olive greenhouse, because that's always running out. makes things so fast, makes the olive so fast that it runs out very quickly. But for the time being, I'll just harvest this. I'll do this one field first, and then we'll check the score, and then we'll do the other field. Okay, well this didn't take very long, and we should be able to see immediately what our score is, and if that nitrogen thing has resolved itself, which I hope it has, because that was very unfair. So, okay, let's switch that off, and let's just see. 97. Now the nitrogen thing has resolved itself. Look at that. That's the field, isn't it? Yeah, that's the field. Now it's 97. Oh, we're all A students. All us fields are all A students. 97 now. Okay, that's good. That's resolved itself. But it's still nitrogen at the top, and I don't really know why that's not 100%. Because we don't miss bits on these fields. This is such a small field. It's difficult to miss bits, and I'm sure that we didn't miss any bits at all with the nitrogen. So I don't know, but I have to be pleased. Actually, what's our environmental score now? 78? Oh, that's probably because of, maybe it's because of this field here, which hasn't been harvested yet, and also this field here. Oh, actually, no, this field here, down here. That's right, this is our new field, and we haven't sown that. It's ready to harvest now, but we haven't sown that, so that's bringing our score down, man. So we'll have to sort all that out, and maybe this time next year we'll be at 100%. So let's go over here and do this final canola field, and after that I think I'd like to take a little break. I'd like to do some forestry, because we have a carpentry that I think doesn't have much wood in it at the moment, and I need to sort that out. So now, shall I do a fast forward on this field? Let me think about this now. Yes. Help but notice there's loads and loads of eggs over there. I thought we only took those yesterday or something, but there we go, that's good. So this is the last of our canola fields. There's one more field to harvest, which is the one we just bought, which is oats. So I need to do that today, because I don't want to pay for this harvester a second day. We're going to have to go into a second hour, but a second day is just going to be too much, so I have to do it today. I might have to speed or slow time down a little bit. It's on ×5 at the moment, but I might just put it on normal time, so we've got time to do things, because I'd like to do some forestry as well. Anyway, let's go over to the T7 and pick up all the canola, and then we can see our precision farming score for this field, which should be pretty high again. So let's just get this sorted out. Right, let's have a look. For this field, is it this one? Yeah, 98. Okay, 98. So it's nitrogen again. So I wonder why it's always nitrogen. Is it nitrogen for these ones? Yeah. Yes, it is, yeah. So 98. So that nitrogen thing has been resolved, because actually let's turn off the combine harvester, otherwise we're paying for it. Yeah, I'm going to go over to the oil mill. Yeah, nitrogen thing has been resolved now, which I'm pleased about, because that was bugging me for all that time, and I had to wait till the harvest to see if it was going to be resolved, which it has been. So this is where I'm taking all the canola to our oil mill, which is just down the road here, and I'm very interested to see how much canola we will have put in here. It's probably about 80,000 litres, I think. And I also need to check when this sugar beet is ready to harvest, but I think that's September. So, and also in October, another thing to do, also in October we should check on our forest, because that's when the next growth stage will be for all the trees we planted. Some in their second growth stage and some in their first. So we'll do that in October. Okay, let's just reverse properly. I can't reverse and talk at the same time. You probably already know that. So let's just have a look at our productions. I think they're all okay. Wood, yeah, that's okay. Grain mill. Oh, we need to bring over some oat and some wheat that we have. Bread. We have flour, that's fine. Wool is running out. We need to take wool. We can't do that stuff today, but I'm just checking. So we need to get some wood for the sawmill, I think. And what else is there? Oh, greenhouses. The water's okay. And the olives, the water's okay in there. Well, we need to fill that up with all those other things. And canola, let's have a look. 88,000. So we must have put 90,000 litres in, because some of it's already been used. And olives, we've got 12,000. So olive oil. Brilliant. Okay. So what I think I'll do is take the tractor back, and we need to get to field 31 to harvest the oats, but I'll have a little break from harvesting at the moment, and I think what I'll do is go over and do some forestry. So we should use this Mac Anthem a little bit more. It's a lovely truck, and all we're doing is just going up and down this hill at the moment to get some more wood, but that's okay for the moment. But we do need it for milk tanker, for milk tankers and things like that. So, okay, I'm going to do forestry now, and I do need some super strength, and I'll see you when it's all done. Okay, that should do for now. Fortunately, we have to drive down the hill to take the wood. It's good it's not the other way around, that we have to drive up the hill to take the wood, but so this is easy for the Mac. It can do this in its sleep. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen recent episodes, but this forest and the sawmill are side by side. So it's just easy to come up here, get some wood and take it down to the sawmill. So I'm tempted to sell it and make some money, but I really should sort of scale up our wood to make planks, because we get more money that way. So anyway, right then, let's put it all in. Okay, 41,700 wood in the sawmill now, so that's pretty good. So I think we need to finish off our harvesting today. Let's go back to the harvester. and I need to make my slow and ponderous way to field 31, which is this way. We're going to go over to the second hour, I think, but so be it. So there's lots of things to sort out on the farm, but I think we'll have to leave those to the next episode, because this episode is mainly about harvesting, and that's what we're about to do on field 31. Okay, well, it's taken a little while to get here, but anyway, so obviously we need to harvest this oat. Before I do that, actually, I'd like to find out when we can harvest sugar beet and cotton, we have two fields, one of sugar beet, one cotton. So sugar beet is in October, November, and cotton is in also October, November. So we probably need to save up some money, because the harvesters for both those things are quite expensive, I think. So okay, alright, let's get on with this, and I'll put it on a fast forward. Well, I'm sorry there's no train robberies or anything like that in this episode, but I can't do that in every episode, I'm afraid. I just wanted to get all the harvesting finished today in this episode. It's kind of a functional episode in that sense, because there's loads of other things that we can be doing, but all this stuff needs doing sort of in one day because of this harvester, the cost of this harvester. When we can afford to buy a harvester, if we ever do buy a harvester, because it might be better just to rent harvesters, we won't have to rush through everything in one day, but this is how it is when you have to hire very, very expensive harvesters like this. So let's try and get a thumbnail. That's pretty good. So I think we've had this harvester for less than 2 hours, so that's pretty good. So thanks very much for watching today. Like I say, a bit of a functional episode that we got all the harvesting done, and but the excitement mounts from next time, because we can start buying more equipment and stuff like that from August. So thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.